We're hiking in Chamonix. Well, today I'm starting earlier than all the other days, but I feel like I'm still late. I think it's 8 o'clock now and I wanted to leave half an hour ago, but I will start driving now. I made my coffee like in my to-go cup from yesterday, and then I also made myself some breakfast, which I will be eating when I'm there. I have to get going because it's a 40-minute drive to where I want to go, and I want free parking, and I don't want to get there when everyone else gets there, but I feel like everyone's already there. I will tell you about what we're doing when I'm driving. I really don't understand what always takes me so long to get going, because now it's 8:15 and I'll be there at 9. I wanted to be there earlier. Anyway, we're on our way now. I'm doing the Lac Blanc hike, but you can do it 2 different ways. You can take the cable car, then just do the little hike around the lake, or you can, like, instead of taking the cable car, you can hike all the way up, which is what I'll be doing today. And there are 2 different ways to get up there, and one of them is with ladders. It's like a hike that includes ladders, and I love a hike with ladders, so I want to do that. But the problem with a trail that has ladders is that only one person can be on the ladder. So if there are a lot of people, you're just waiting. That's why I want to be there early. And it's about 1,000 to 1,500 meter elevation again. I think it'll be very nice. Today should be sunny, which is great because apparently tomorrow it's raining, which is not ideal because I wanted to do another hike tomorrow, but maybe not. We will see. But I'm going to Chamonix now, enjoy my coffee, enjoy my breakfast, and I'm just really excited for this hike. I'm now like in the valley, which is already so nice. I just really wonder what it's like up there. It must be stunning. And I cannot believe that it's Thursday and I'm driving home to Switzerland on Sunday. Time has just passed by way too quickly. This is where we're going. There's still snow up there. Another thing about my perfect camping spot, maybe it's not that perfect after all, because you know how it shows the one very close to the like toilets and sinks and stuff. Well, yesterday night when I was falling asleep, it like smelled of poop a little bit. But then it was fine. But yeah, maybe not the best idea, but I still love my spot. I also realized that earlier I said driving home to Switzerland, even though I like spend most of my time in the UK now. The thing is, I also call my tent home. I call so many places home. It's kind of confusing, but I all consider them like home because that is my home right now. It's where I'm sleeping. I don't know. Imagine what of out of the box thinking a tunnel was at one point. It's like someone once was like, what if we just drill a huge hole for the cars into this mountain? And everyone was like, no, we can't do that. And now we just like have them everywhere. It's quite cool. I got a parking spot. I got my shoes on. I'm now like just looking at where I have to go exactly. Also, Chamonix is like something out of a fairy tale. Like when I was driving into it, I was like, wow, this is so pretty. Especially with the snow, it must be like, it is how you imagine a alpine town in winter. I used to be afraid that someone will break into my car and steal all my stuff, but by now it's so messy in there that I don't think anyone would even dare to go and have a look at this. France is incredible with public toilets. I mean, like there's just like an actual toilet right here that we can just use. So nice. I almost got started on the wrong trail, which would have been a disaster. Not a disaster, but not fun. Anyway, I found the right trail and I'll stop hiking. We're on the trail now. The sign says it's, I think, 3 hours to 2 hours 30 all the way up there. We'll see. I was just so excited for this. I'm excited for the ladders. Everything about this, the views at the top, the lake, everything. It's so nice. And also, like, I don't mind hiking by myself. I actually prefer it. I don't know, it's just so peaceful. If you want to do something by yourself, hiking's it, because honestly no one looks at you as like, why is this girl here by herself? No, it's like everyone lets you do your thing, everyone's super friendly, everyone says hello, and it's just a very nice thing to do by yourself. It is quite a steep one, but I really like it. And look, but it's time to put on my hat and drink something. You have to stay consistent with drinking water, not start drinking water when it's too late already. And if you don't have good cardio, maybe don't do this, maybe take the cable car. I'm not saying that my cardio is world class, I'm just saying that if you're not able to run up a hill, or I don't know, run 5 kilometers or something, I think this is very challenging. There are people behind me struggling because you gain quite a lot of elevation already in the beginning. It's like just up and up and up, and it's very rocky, a lot of steps. We haven't even reached the ladders yet. Very pretty. Another tip I can give you is when, like, me, the hiking expert, no, but when you're hiking, walking, running in general, don't breathe through your mouth, always breathe through your nose. It saves you a lot of energy, apart from when you're talking. Then I have to breathe through my mouth. But yeah, breathe through your nose and your energy will last a lot longer, and you take a lot deeper breaths. Also, the parts where there's shade are like a godsend, because there is very little shade on this hike and it's very hot, like the sun's very strong. After 2.3 kilometers, we reached the ladders. And I think we're halfway there. And up we go. And to build all these steps into the rock, into the mountain, and to make it very easy. I think in terms of views, this hike was a pretty good decision, because you see Mont Blanc all the time. Our final ascent is coming up over there. And look how stunning this is. Almost there, and it looks like there will be snow up there. We made it. Whew. There's also a restaurant, or a refugee, because you can also sleep here. It's also really busy up here. It's also only 11:15. So what a morning. I still have quite a lot of time, so I have to figure out what I want to do next, but I'll go and look at the lake. It took me about 2 hours to get here. It's 4.6 kilometers and about 1,000 meters elevation gain. And I'm just really glad I chose this hike, because I mean, It is insanely beautiful up here, and I thought it would be even more, like a lot more busy, but I think it's totally fine. The snow is fun. Didn't expect the snow to be here in July, but apparently that's how things are. So if you're ever in Chamonix and you want to hike the Lac Blanc, I started in Chamonix, and like I said, it took me 2 hours, but it's quite challenging, but really, really rewarding. I just had a thought, why is it called fun fact? They're usually not fun, it's just a fact. This is where I came from. So that was lovely. I will start finding a way back down. I'll take a different route just to make it more interesting. I found my perfect little lunch spot, so I'll be sitting here looking at the Mont Blanc. And there's this nice breeze going, which is so nice, and after that I'll be walking down, so it will get hot again. So I'm enjoying the cold air while it's here. Also, I want to say that hiking is a marathon, not a sprint, because like you can't judge a hiker or whatever on the parking lot. There are like a few people that pulled up at the same time I did, and you know, they get their gear out and they're super quick and they're like very eager to get started, but then they get started and they like go too hard in the beginning, and these people were exhausted before we even reached the stairs, and I can see them coming up now, so they had to have a little break. You can't go all in, you can't just like give it your everything right in the beginning. You have to save some energy for later, especially with this one, because the hardest part is the second part. And what do we have for lunch? Of course, a sandwich. It's a very good one. I'm very proud of this one. I also got my electrolytes, the berry ones, because they're my favorite. And it tastes like syrup. It never looks good when it's like wrapped in foil, but before I wrapped it in the foil, it looked very, very tasty. Today we have hummus, aubergine spread, soft cheese, prosciutto, yellow or orange tomato, some arugula, and some fig jam. I will miss this so much. Like, what do I do in London? Do I just go and sit in the park and have a sandwich there? It's not as rewarding as this. Anyway, did you know that this is the highest mountain we have in Eastern Europe? Pretty cool. I had my lunch, I put on more sun cream, and now we're starting our descent. They blocked off the route that I wanted to take, so I think I'll just go down the same way I came up. I mean, I could go and try to do it, I just don't really want to. I guess they like blocked it off for a reason. And I tried to go a different way twice on this trip, and it never worked out in my favor. So I'm learning from my mistakes, and I'll make a safe choice and just go back down the same way I came up. My original plan is back on, because here I can't take an alternative route. Also, look. This was such a good choice, because this trail is a lot less busy. I mean, no one here, which I really like. And like all the people who do the, you know, the trail where you go through Switzerland, Italy and France, they're like come up this way, which is the way I came up. And it's just a lot of people there, and like I said, with the stairs, it is now turning into a problem, because some people are very slow, which is fine because you should take your time, please don't fall, but you just end up a lot of time waiting, so you can like climb up or down the stairs, which, you know, I can avoid now by walking this lovely trail. Golden Mont Blanc, that's where I'm going. I I think earlier I said you can take the cable car up. I just realized I think it's a chairlift. Maybe it doesn't make a big difference to you, but I just wanted to clarify that. I'm really glad I'm going down this way and not coming up this way, because this is so steep. Going down is easy, but coming up this way, that looks so hard. So I'm glad I did it the way I did. I think 5 to 6 hours is my ideal length for a hike. Anything shorter than that feels too short, and anything longer than that I haven't really done. So I made it. I'm back at the car park. That was fun. To be honest, it is scorching hot down here. I'm dying and I need water because I ran out of water like halfway through this hike. So I will go sip on some water and then we can talk about this hike. Whew. I have to let this air out for a second. Okay, should we talk about this hike? So it's 11 kilometers, about 1,000 meters elevation gain, and it took me something between 4 and 5 hours. It was so much fun. It was stunning. It was, as the French would say, incroyable. It was great. I love this. I'm really sad that I can't do it again tomorrow because it probably will be raining, but I thought now, because it's only 2:30, because I started so early, I could go into Chamonix and just have a little walk around town, see what's there before I go back to the campsite. So let's do that. I will just not take my shoes off. I'll just keep them on because I think when I take them off, my feet don't want to go into shoes again. For about an hour. It's really nice here. It's very cute. Lots of shops, lots of very cute houses, lots of ice cream stands, everything you need. But I'm ready to go back to the campsite. It is a few hours later and I just made myself some dinner. It's basically the same as I had yesterday. Just some vegetables and falafels, soup, hummus, bread. I have more bread somewhere, and tomatoes. I'm very excited to eat this. I had such a nice day. It was like everything I needed. I had a beautiful hike in the mountains, got to see Chamonix, spent the day outside exploring with my feet. It was wonderful. So then tomorrow it's raining, which means I will not be doing a hike. I think I'll just go to Chamonix and sit at a coffee shop, enjoy my holiday. It maybe starts raining already tonight, which is why I decided to make dinner now. It is 6:15 because I don't want to eat my soup in the rain. What else? Oh, there's actually something I wanted to talk about. Like, I already wanted to talk about this yesterday because there was this 70-year-old woman today on the trail, and you know how a lot of people these days, they don't go outside because they're like, I avoid the sun at all costs because of their skin. And I'm not saying go outside without sun cream or any like sun protection and just like bake in the sun for 10 hours. I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is you don't want to be 70 years old with beautiful skin but don't have any stories to tell. That would be so boring. I understand that you want to take care of your skin, which is great, but it's not everything. It's like go outside and experience life, like actually have some fun. That's a lot more important, isn't it? So when you're 70 years old, you're not sitting there with your beautiful skin but don't have any stories to tell your grandchildren because you didn't do anything. Honestly, I think that by the time we're 70 years old, no one cares anymore. And I just don't want my holidays to be over. I'm really enjoying this. I'm having such a great time. I just want to keep going, but maybe that is what makes it such a great time, that I know it has an end. And then I can plan my next trip. Tomorrow I'm going to Como, and my sister is coming as well. So I will be spending 2 nights with her, which will be so much fun. I'm really looking forward to that. Because I feel like the older you get, the less time you spend with your siblings. You know, when you live together, you take them for granted, and then you don't live together anymore, and it's like, oh, so do you want to do something with me? Yeah, I'm really excited for that. It's raining now, and I made it very easy for myself, so I already put like everything I had out there, like the tables and chairs, everything away, clean all the plate. The only problem tomorrow morning will be this wet tent that maybe I'll just put in a bag, because packing a wet tent is impossible. So I thought this video has come to an end and I'll start driving now, but the rain has stopped and the weather forecast says it won't rain for a couple of hours. So I could go for a little hike. It might be a bit muddy, but I think I'll try and do it because it is only 9:30 and I pick up my sister at the train station in Italy at 7:30 tonight. So I have quite a lot of time, and I think if I get going now, maybe I can get in a little hike. So I'll do that and hope it won't start raining again, and if it does, then it'll be fine. It is looking a little bit cloudy and it is very windy. It's not warm, but it's going to be a fun experiment, and I just want to make the most out of this day that I have, because why not? Like, I don't want to be sitting around. I want to go outside and do something. And it's just rain, like it's just water. I'll be fine. This is also not a popular route or something. I just found this on all trails. I just like opened the app. I feel like I'm constantly talking about this app. Oh wow, there's like all these waterfalls. Let me show you. Anyway, what I was trying to say is that this isn't a popular hike or anything. I just sat in my car, open up all trails, see what I can do with my time, and I found this circular route, so I'll be doing that. It is 9 kilometers, perfect, and it allows me to enjoy my day here in Chamonix again. Actually, it's not exactly Chamonix anymore, it's like a little town just outside, like, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes away. And the bakery I went to, wow, so good. I wanted to eat everything in there. Everything looked so tasty. I went for a pain au chocolat. It was incredible, but honestly I wish I got something more special, because like everything looked so good. I want to go back. Yeah, I think I have to come back to this place at one point, because there's so many things you can do here and it's just so pretty. It has rained a lot. I don't know if I should trust the Apple weather forecast, because that app, like, usually it's just so wrong. It's like sometimes it's really right and sometimes it's just really wrong. It's like, where do you get that information from? You have one job, look at the weather. But I hope it is right this time. I trust you, Apple, like I always do. The trail is not muddy at all. It's really great actually, and I'm the only person here, of course, which is always a plus. And I'm really glad I've decided to do this. I'm really enjoying it. We're now at the car park where I started yesterday's hike. You can see there are a lot less cars today, and yesterday we went all the way up there, but today we are staying a bit lower and it will go this way around. So my concerns were right. The Apple weather forecast is just wrong as always. I mean, not as always, but
most of the time it's wrong. I also don't know why I look at it. I think there are a lot better resources to check the weather. I don't know, it's just easy. So here we are on a drizzly hike, and you know what? I'm still enjoying it. Isn't this so cool to watch? You having a good day? Hi. This is called the Petit Balcon Noir. And up there is where we were yesterday, so I climbed up that mountain. And then all the way back down again. And the views up there are stunning, as you saw. And also this trail, I'm actually really enjoying this trail. It's a great one. You have to give it to the French. They really know how to do a public toilet. Just in the middle of the forest. Wow, a very cute one as well. We're 15 minutes away from the car. I'm just actually pouring down. But it's just an outdoor shower room, really, isn't it? With your clothes on. It's basically the same. Wow, we made it. I'm back at the car. Let me get changed. Believe it or not, but I really enjoyed that. This was great. It's now noon, so I could go back to the bakery. But I still have so much food left over that I'll just start driving and have my own little lunch somewhere. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this. I think if it was sunny, that would be such a great hike. It took me 2 hours 20 and it's about 9.7 kilometers long. So we went from, I think this town is called Argentière, to Le Tour and back, and it was really nice. Like honestly, the rain didn't bother me. It's like having a little outdoor shower, a mountain outdoor shower. But yeah, now we're here. I'm ready for my drive to Italy. And I have to say, I'm so glad I did this, because this morning I woke up at 10 to 7 and thought, it's raining. I should just sleep a little bit longer because there's nothing I can do today. But then I told myself, no Marina, this is your holiday. Make the most out of this day anyway. So I got up, I packed my tent, I got ready, and I thought, I'll go to a cute little boulangerie and have a coffee and a croissant there. Did that, it was great. And then I went back to my car and I was like, oh, it stopped raining, so I could do a little hike right now. So I got my phone out, looked for a trail, and I did that, and that was great. And I think if you just stop throughout the day and always ask yourself, how can I make the most out of this situation, and then you just go and do that, that is how you end up making the most out of your day. And honestly, I had such a great morning. And if I just stuck with my plan from this morning, where I was just like, I'm just gonna get up and start driving and I have no idea what I'm gonna do with my day, this wouldn't have happened. So you always have to stop, take a second and ask yourself, how could I make the most out of this moment? So that's what I did, and I'm really glad I did. This was very rewarding. I really enjoyed doing this video. This was such a great time. If you ever have the chance to go to Chamonix, definitely go. I have to come back here. It is such a great spot. I really enjoyed being here. 2 nights wasn't enough. But I will get going. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for spending some time with me here. And we will see each other in my next video. And until then, just make the most out of the day you have right now.